Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you this elegant snowflake box, which I've made. It's another box I've made for Body Shop Body Butter. It fits perfectly. It will also fit other things as well, but I was using that as a guide for the size. So stay tuned and I'll show you how I made it. So for the base, I'm using thick whisper white for this box, and this is 7 5/8 by 7 5/8. That's the base. The lid is 6 3/16 by 6 3/16. Now it's that so that they fit. Okay, and then for the decoration on the top, I'm using the silver foil paper. And this is 3 3/4 inch by 3 3/4 inch, and then to do the die cutting I've got 3.5 by 3.5. I'm using thick whisper white as well because it was just the offcuts from this. I've managed to get marks on this. I'll make sure they're on the inside. Okay, so for the base we are going to score at 1 3/4 on all 4 sides. Quite straightforward. Seem to have a little bit of a wonky line there. I think I'm just gonna go over that a bit better. And then on the lid it's 1 inches. Let me check. Yeah, so that's going to be the inside. 1 inches. I did think about doing this in Night of Navy or Misty Moonlight because I think that would look nice as well, but I've gone for the elegant look with white and silver. Very elegant. There we go. So that's create simple. And then the bottom and the lid are made in exactly the same way. So we fold and burnish all these score lines. I like using the thick whisper white when I'm doing boxes like this because it gives it a little bit of extra strength. You could do it in the normal whisper white if you wanted to, but I like the thick. And what tends to happen is when I make lovely Christmas gift boxes like this, I tend to, my family just give me the boxes back. They are, Mum, you can use it again. So yeah, so we are simply going to cut up and notch, and I like to rotate so that you've got one flap on each side and not 2 on 2 and none on 2, if you get what I mean. And then the same on the top. And what I do is I make sure, oh, that's not a very good notch. Neither's that. Try again. I've been having problems with my shoulder. So I try, where there's a score line, I've rest my scissors on the inside of the score line so that we get a nice straight edge, and we get rid of the bumpiness of the score. And what I like to do as well is I kind of rest my scissors on that score there, so that usually helps me get it in the right place. Not always work, as we saw there in the first cut. There we go. So that's them, and I'm going to do a little bit of decoration on it. So you're going to see these 4 sides, so I'm going to do some stamping on these bits. So I'm going to use the Snowflake Wishes stamp set. I'm going to use that little flurry there. And for the lid, we're going to die cut this big die from the is it called Lots of Snowflakes? So Many Snowflakes. I knew it was multiple. And this one, it cuts it out but leaves it in. So that's quite cute. And then the silver will go behind it to show it. So I've already mounted this. As you can see, it's bigger than the picture because the picture's only showing you 70%. There's a little bit of blue on that, which is possibly how I got the blue on the cardstock. So I'm going to use Versamark and silver embossing powder, which I can't see my silver embossing powder. I brought everything that I needed. Oh, it's hiding. It's hiding, that's why. So there we go. So I'm just going to put it round these square bits. Don't really want it to go on the underneath. Doesn't matter if it goes on these flaps because they're going to get stuck under, so you're not actually going to see. You could mask it off, but I'm just winging it. I think we're going to be okay. Can't see at all where that's stamping. Yeah, I think we're all right. And then I'm just going to get my silver powder and get that covered. Yeah, that'd be lovely. You will actually only see the bit towards the bottom. You won't actually see the bit on the top until you open the box. I am just holding by the corner flaps so that I don't accidentally rub off any of that Versamark. And then lastly, managed to get silver powder all over my craft mat. Thank you for that, Jess. There we go. There we are. Put that away before I make any mistakes. Right, and now I'm just going to heat emboss that. Just a few little bits. I want to knock off. There's the magic. Oh, that was not great. Never mind. There we go. So that's those bits done. And then for the top, I need to die cut. So I'm going to get that die cut. And then we'll put it all together. So that's that. I just eyeballed it so it was in the middle. Some of those bits have already come out. I'm just going to get my brush to get the rest of those bits out. And then they should just come out nicely. And any little stubborn bits, there's always a couple, I'll just poke out. There we have it. So lovely effect that. Got loads of ideas for this. And then there's my bit of silver. And that would just look lovely on that, on the top of the box. Which I might put on afterwards. So for the boxes, we're just going to put glue on each of those corners. I like to use Tombow, and I like to do the base first so that we can fit the lid to it easily. You can use tear and tape, our new Stamp and Seal Plus, or whatever strong adhesive is your preference. This is my preference. And then you just marry up that cut edge with that folded edge. Cut that particularly well, but hey ho. Up there. Up there. And then that one. So there we go. Nice box. Let me use my bone folder now to give a good there we go. And then the lid, we're going to do it in the same way with glue on the corner, but we'll build it around this, so you know you get a nice snug fit. So build it round the base. So fold that over, also gives you something to press against. There we go. Fold that over. So that extra 16th, which is why it was a measurement in 16th, allows for the thickness of the card. And then that should now fit the lid very nicely, and we can see those are quite in a line, some of them. Okay, and then let me get our body butter, and that fits in there nicely. And body butter's quite heavy, so it's nice to have the extra strength, and then that's just going to go on top. So I'm going to put some dimensionals around this to hold it on. We have mini dimensionals, we have our ordinary dimensionals, and now we have these dimensional sheets, which are good for those letters. As you can see, I've been spelling out Nigezza on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a thick one in each corner. I'm going to put some mini ones in these little spaces in the middle so that it has got a little bit of support there. And then I might just put them on there as well. Because we don't want it to collapse before the recipients opened it. So there we go. Nice lot of dimensionals ready to go on there. So then we'll just get these off. Trouble when you put so many on, it takes a bit longer to get them all off. There we go. Missed the bin completely. There we go. Put that away. Get rid of them. Missed the bin again. At least I tried. So we should have even border all the way around. Sticking that on, that will do nicely. It's probably a little bit out, but it's handmade, so I'm never too bothered if it's a little way out. And then that on the lid there. And then I did think about, I might put, for some extra luxury, I might put some ribbon round. That was what I was undecided about. Just going to run my bun folder along there so that it sticks. So we've got this lovely metallic edged Whisper White. We've had this like forever in the catalogue, and it's just my favourite ribbon. I lost count how many reels I've used, because it and what's brilliant is you can colour it. I do think that that would look very nice, and I have cut a snowflake to cover the join. Can't see where we put it now, but whilst I was die cutting, that's what I did, because there is going to be a join unless I do a bow, and I didn't think it needed a bow because it's all about the snowflakes. So I'm going to cut it there. It's a bit off the end there. I was doing some colouring. Get rid. And I can't believe that I can't, well, I can believe that I can't find my snowflake. Can believe that. Most deaf. There is where I cut it out. might have to cut another. So my thoughts were decide which is going to be the front of the box. You know, I could put 4. That was another thought, that I'd put 4. Made that too long, and I made that too long. I might, what I sometimes do with ribbon is use some thin tape, which I might do for this job. I'm never sure if there's a right and a wrong side. I think they're both the same. So, trouble with what you've got to be careful with tape is that you can distort the ribbon and it can not fall in a straight line, which is why I'm not necessarily a huge fan of sticking ribbon with tape, but I think it's the way to go. So, I wonder if that... I thought maybe that snowflake had attached itself somewhere. I'll have to cut it again, won't I? So now we'll get this up. Try and get this up. Oh, not doing very well. Where's my glasses? There it goes. There we go. So rather than peel it all off, find the centre, stick it down. I'm kind of going to the end so that we're happy that that's in a straight line. Rather than sticking bit by bit. And then we're coming to the centre. And it is slightly longer than we want it. And then we just snip it off. So we've got a wee join. And then my thoughts was this little snowflake, which kind of thought, oh, I'll just put it on the side, use it if I need it. Can't find it. I'll cut some more. Anyway, so I've cut 4 out because I thought I would probably put one on each corner. Now they are slightly, ever so slightly taller than an inch, but I think that would work quite nicely. So cover that one up and then put them on each. So I'm using my Tombow that I've decanted into this fine tip bottle. Perfect for the, oh, let's have a blob in the middle. So we can stick that over that join nicely. So you could, because I've decided to put these on, instead of using tape, you could use a glue dot in the middle of each of these bits, and they would get covered then by the snowflake, which is another way of attaching the ribbon. And that's just a pretty elegant box. Which of course you could put other things in, you don't have to put the body butter in it. It's quite a nice size box for quite a lot of goodies. And then it's all snowflake. Love a bit of snowflakes at Christmas. I haven't left. You could add a tag to it if you wanted to. So there we have it. A little elegant snowflake box. And I'm just wondering about adding some rhinestones as a final finish off. Just that extra bit of blinginess. Add a few jewels in each corner. I think that will give it a nice, I could put one in the middle. Oops. And one in the middle. Over a tad. There we go. You could always put them on the side as well. Why not? Nearly opened my new packet of gems. And what an elegant box to have. Under your tree at Christmas, or on top of the table if you do little tabletop gifts. Very pretty. Put a few chocolates in. And there we have it. That's my little blinky box. So hope you like that. All the measurements and everything will be over on nigezza.co.uk, and some close-up pictures. And if you want to buy any of these products, this is gorgeous. The dies and the stamps, I just love them, and you could make a matching card, which I might do actually. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.